Ooh, that one was a little slow. Like it was a little snack crackle and a pop.
Not as good that time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Worth a shot. Worth a shot.
Hey, the goal is not to make it quick, you know, make it last.
There we are.
There we go. We're back. So this week's movie is the 2024 Jackpot.
On Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Sponsored by no one. Please, guys, please.
Please.
We are drinking Corona.
Corona as we hold. Guys, Corona is not.
Do we just want to say our Corona rating right now? Because
Yeah.
I don't want to pretend that we're drinking Corona right now.
Yeah, we stopped about halfway through the movie because we were like, this is not good.
I had 2 Coronas. I don't know how many you had.
2.
2. So I had one without lime. I had one with lime. And this is the first time we're ever doing a beer rating this early.
Yeah.
So my Corona rating without lime has got to be like a 1.2. It sucks. It tastes like pee. It's true. It does taste like pee. With Corona with lime, it's at least a little bit better. I'd give it a 1.6, 1.7. It's still not great. I almost bought the bottles, and I'm so glad I didn't, because and then you get to the end of the bottle, and then you get the backwash, and then it's backwash pee.
Oh,
yeah,
that's rough.
Yeah. So right now we're drinking
Bush
some
Light.
Bush Light.
Bush Light. I love Bush Light.
It's so much easier.
Yeah, like I don't know why, but
I got the Target employee in my mouth. You know,
I feel.
Huh?
I feel like
call back there.
I feel like Corona just gave me stomach issues while watching this movie.
Oh my god, I've almost thrown up 3 times.
Yeah, it's not good.
No,
that's why I'm gonna give 0.87.
That's insane.
Hey, we have to do it.
I know. At some point, it has to happen. I know we're gonna probably have an IPA on here.
We're gonna have an IPA.
That's gonna be like a 0.3 for me.
Well, it's crazy though, because the way to do IPAs is keep it up front. It's business up in the front.
What does that mean?
You keep it in the tip of your tongue, and then you let it start going backwards. You keep it. You kind of slosh it around.
I don't want to slosh an IPA around in my mouth.
You don't just start guzzling it.
Yeah, that's how I drink.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm a consumer.
So 2024 Jackpot.
We're trying to do everything we can to avoid talking about this movie.
Yeah, this movie is also probably going to be the worst movie we reviewed.
But we'll save that for the end, so you actually have to listen to this whole thing.
We did have a conversation when we were doing, I think it was last week. It was when we were talking about doing Borat, and it's like,
yeah, you watch a comedy. What do you talk about?
Yeah, I mean, this one, it's just
they kind of threw a realistic aspect into there, where it's like, oh, if this takes place 6 years in the future after an economic crisis where they're hunting down, they're everyone's a bounty hunter for the person who won the lottery.
Yeah. And I mean, probably would happen in real life if it was a thing, especially if it was 3-point-some billion,
3.6 billion.
Yeah. But I mean, they don't go into depths on how much this money actually means to people, because you have people riding the bus.
Yeah,
you have normal people that have jobs and a life still. It's not like people are.
Yeah. Because they have that intro that the words come in. It's oh, people are struggling for money, government's struggling for money. It's people are still buying lotto tickets. LA is already a pretty homeless place, and now the homelessness looks the same. People still have houses and Airbnbs. People are running full agencies for people who are doing the lottery, which you get a cut of it, yeah, but how are people giving that much money into the lottery if you're in that much? So, I mean, it's not a realistic movie by any standards. I didn't expect it to be.
But it's you could have taken it a step further. Everybody's a parody of themselves. Everybody's a parody of LA. You have the people trying to be actors. You have the yoga moms.
Yeah.
You have the karate
Yeah.
people. And I mean, you do have an instance where they play the Beverly Hills
Yeah.
song, and it's like rich people are walking over poor people. But like, I feel like the main concept they should have pushed is everybody's poor. Everybody needs this money somehow.
Yeah, they could have done it more. One of my God, I'm so split on this movie is Blade Runner. Have you seen Blade Runner, the original one?
Yeah,
It's like that one feels a lot more dystopian, which also they say at the beginning of this movie is like people call this dystopian. Those people are lame or like something
yeah.
like that. Like, huh? But like Blade Runner is like everyone feels like so low, and I mean totally different vibe. Like that one's not that one's going for sci-fi. This one's going for comedy, but it's still yeah, they don't push the darkness vibe, which I know they are not going for that dark comedy.
They had a chance to make this darker than it could have been.
Yeah, with what you said about the in Death Row.
Yeah, like they could have made Aquafina's character who gets the lottery ticket a death row inmate and just be like, hey, if this death row inmate makes it out, you don't get money, but you get like to live in the outside world, and then everybody else, if you kill the death row inmate, you uh like get a allotted amount of sum of money.
Yeah.
Like it would be interesting to see that. I mean, it's just that would be more dystopian than what this is.
Yeah.
Like,
It felt like this felt like a fake Purge.
yeah, it felt like if Purge was a comedy movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know, the Purge has a lot to say about like the current state of today is like climate. Like, I don't I don't want to say there isn't a bad Purge movie because it's been a while since I've seen them. I fell asleep to the Forever Purge.
You're never gonna believe me, but I've never seen any of the Purge movies.
I would recommend the first one. The first one's the best one.
Okay.
Every other one, it's like been at a friend's house and it was playing on in the background.
On FX.
Yeah, on FX. Dude, that's the FX channel is so
It's
underrated.
so good.
It's but like
Bring back cable.
we technically have it with Amazon.
It's like you still get the like you don't get commercials every whatever minutes, but you still get ads. Like between Netflix, Amazon, HBO, Hulu, all the it's basically cable again. You got to pay for everything to get everything.
I think this was. I hate to say that, but I think it was a Joe Rogan podcast or, it was another podcast. But they're like, yeah, the companies wanted to do that, so you got rid of all the cable companies, and now you just have all these new streaming services, which just turn into the cable companies.
But now I don't get to see cool commercials about Mighty Beans or Hex Bugs. Like,
yeah, dude, Hex Bugs are crazy.
Yeah.
I knew like one kid that had like 20 of them in his book bag. And it was just like, bro, the Hex Bugs.
I always thought they were so cool, but they didn't fascinate me too much until like I saw one in real life. I'm like, holy shit, people actually have these.
Yeah.
And like they would like do them at school. I'm like, oh my god, it's literally just a little toy that shakes so it moves forward.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
crazy.
Toys were so much simpler. Can't wait for Toy Story 6.
It's Toy Story 5 coming out.
Is it Toy Story 5?
It's Toy Story 5 against the iPad babies.
Yeah. They're coming back.
I have been seeing ads for this new it's this tabletop company that is making these molds. So you like put basically Play-Doh on the inside, and you squeeze the mold, and you open it, and then you have like basically like a D&D mini or a tabletop mini, and then you can like if you defeat it, you crush it or something. I'm like,
oh, that's actually sick.
But it's so like 90s to early 2000s. And it like they need to make a 90s early 2000s commercial for it because it's so cool.
Do you know the one where you make like alien molds with like gel? I had that like growing up. I also had the Crayola build your own crayon, and then my mom was like, "This is a fire hazard. We got to get rid of this."
I had like easy bake ovens, and then I had like the Play-Doh one where you like could make the spaghetti or whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't have many of those like infomercial toys.
Yeah, like I think the biggest Zuzu pets.
I was gonna bring up Zuzu
I had the
pets.
Ninja Zuzu pets.
You had a Zuzu pet?
I had all the Zuzu pets.
And like those are just bigger Hex Bugs.
Yeah. What is it? I used to have them fight because there were like containers that you can put the Zuzu pets in.
Did you have Beyblades?
No.
I didn't have Beyblades.
Beyblade.
I had some Bakugan. I don't remember where I got them from. I found a few on the ground, and I started to collect them, the ones I found, but I don't remember ever actually buying them.
I remember trading Beyblades at like school, but I
Mhm.
never owned one. Somehow I just kept on like accruing like a Beyblade and then switching it out for something else.
Yeah.
But somehow like the Beyblades were finding me. Like I can't
That's
wait
also
to
a TV show I never understood. It's like
yeah.
the Beyblade TV show. I'm like, you're just they're fighting tops, but like it wasn't cool to me the way Pokemon was.
Oh yeah. Pokemon's just glorified dog fighting.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it is. Yeah.
yeah.
It's okay. He's not. He enjoys it. He's.
Oh my god. And then what is it like I forget what toys there were like back when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like early 2000s toys. Do you remember they had the Disney play sets that came with like all the characters in a movie?
I don't think so.
Like the Ratatouille one came with like
Then definitely not. No.
oh
I had a Batman one. It might have been no. I think it was a Lego set. I think I had a Batman Lego set that was the Batcave. I really only had Legos that were like the ones I remember. I didn't get a bunch of the like. I did have some Lightning Queen stuff as well though.
I
So I guess Disney, yeah.
like I'm really big into like I'm still kind of big into Legos. Like I'll get the Marvel set.
Kind, kind of big into Legos.
Yeah, I have the Lego Daily Bugle. Yeah, kind of still into Legos.
The Daily Bulge.
The Daily Bugle. Did you get the TikTok I sent you with somebody else did it and I was like copier? I could have been TikTok famous.
Well, I did it because I saw it somewhere.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm tweaking. Never mind. But I don't know. It's just toys are like I don't know, just very general like generational.
Yeah. I don't think they make the commercials they used to like when we were young anymore.
Like
I'd love to see some now because I do want to see like what they're making.
like the fishing rod that like you could shoot like a gun. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know what it was called.
That one was crazy.
But I saw it on a TikTok because it was like, "Yo, 2000s kids unite," and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
You didn't have to cast it or anything.
Yeah, and they're like, "Yeah, it won't even like release the hook until it hits the water because it can't because of buoyancy."
Yeah.
It's like that's sick.
To save the kid from piercing another kid's eye out.
Bro, oh my god, that reminds me of a fishing story. So I used to be really big into fishing, like freshman, sophomore year of college. And me and my friend Cody used to go to like the developments by the school. And the one time, it was my first time like ever really fishing. Like I didn't really go fishing when I was younger, and I caught a bass, my first ever bass in my life. And I'm just like, I don't want to touch it. And I guess that's bad fisherman's luck. And I didn't touch it. Like Cody unhooked it for me, and then we put it back into the water. And then Cody goes, it's bad luck to like not like do that. And I go, well, I don't care. I'm not that superstitious. The next line that I throw out catches me in the back of the net. And Cody goes, wow, it's in there. I don't know how to do it. And I just go, just pull it out. Like, and then he just takes it out and it takes like a chunk of the back of my neck.
Oh.
But it was like completely fine. Like it wasn't that bad.
I remember fishing when I was really young. My family had this pontoon boat that we would bring out on the lake, and I cast my rod and must have like swung out like not very far because it went like straight down and up and under the boat, and I started to reel in. I'm like, Dad, I got a big fish. Like, is there a whale in this lake? I'm reeling in. It's like, what the? And we looked down the line, just like hooked under the bottom of the boat, and I caught the boat. I thought I caught a whale in the lake.
That would have been crazy. Yeah. Back to the movie, I guess.
Yeah. Back to Jackpot.
We went back. We went on a good tangent there. I'm proud of that one.
I think that's exactly what's going to keep happening this episode. Is we bring it up, something comes up about the movie, and we talk about something else for 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, and if anybody hates that,
watch this movie by yourself, like, or with someone else, you can't blame us. There's nothing to talk about except for Aquafina. It's time.
Scooby-Doo episode reference. Oh yeah, we talk about Aquafina.
Oh, that's the one reason I wish we could release that episode, is so people can hear my Aquafina rant.
Oh yeah.
Part 1. So I thought she would be. I don't hate Aquafina. I thought she'd be okay in this movie. In the first 10 minutes that she was introduced, I'm like, okay, I'm not minding her in this movie. And then she clicked into her Aquafina mode, and I'm like, she did it again. And I don't want to watch her as this character anymore, because I don't. Maybe it's the writing around her, but I feel like she's pretty popular, where she has some say around how her characters are written.
Like Aquafina though, stop me if I'm wrong, but just plays Aquafina in every movie.
Yeah,
like
no, she does.
She played,
which I mean, so does The Rock.
Yeah, so does John Cena. Like,
so does John Cena.
He also does that
in this movie.
And what is it? I'm trying to. Chris Pratt just plays Chris Pratt.
Yeah, like John Cena is no different in this than he is in Ricky Stenicki.
Yeah,
he's just the same guy.
Yeah.
So
this could have been a sequel.
Yeah, it could have been Ricky Stenicki's lottery adventure.
Yeah. Like, oh, that's a movie that we should have watched for this one, because at least that one has like fun.
That one's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I was talking to my sister about it. She's like, I watched the first like third of it and I turned it off. So I'm like, I didn't like it. I'm like, you got a third of the way in and hadn't gotten hooked yet? The movie's great.
She also found that Dune 2 had religious undertones halfway through Dune 2. That's crazy that it was halfway through Dune 2.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Yo, isn't this...
I think Dune's religion. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the entire point. Have you ever seen when good goals go bad? It's like a direct to
DVD.
Yeah, movie. So Christopher Lloyd, who you all may know as Doc Emmett Brown from Back to the Future.
Okay, I'm like, I know that name. Yes.
A cop goes up to him because like he just died the day before, but he just now like a zombie in this town. It's a kids movie. It's great. It's written by R.L. Stein. That should be a Halloween movie that we watch. But the cop goes, you're dead, and Christopher Lloyd goes, you're right. It's like, that's how I think when your sister brings up religion.
That dumb person of Christopher Lloyd brought up another movie for me. Have you seen The Watchmen with Ben Stiller and Jonah Hill?
I've never seen.
It's...
Night Watch.
Night Watch.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Or Neighborhood Watch or something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Watchmen is the one with Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I never seen that one.
Night Watch.
That one's good.
That movie sucks.
Oh my god. You hate... Dude, I just love how the aliens are pitched up in Costco.
I mean, yeah.
That's funny.
But it's like the British guy is like, he's also an alien, and then like, I don't know.
But I also love Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn
is great.
Vince Vaughn can play Vince Vaughn in whatever movies
When I was younger, the first Vince Vaughn movie I watched was Dodgeball. That's a great movie. And my mom's like, oh, I love Vince Vaughn. He's so funny to me. I'm like, I don't get Vince. Like, but Ben Stiller's great. I still love Ben Stiller, but Vince Vaughn recently has been so funny to me.
It's so,
because his humor is like much more dry, whereas Ben Stiller's is played up.
Yeah.
And so like, but they're always like together in movies, and so it's funny to see them together. So
like, I love when Vince Vaughn is just like very straight, like with his like jokes. Like,
yeah.
He doesn't like try to play him
He's
off.
so matter of fact, like, I mean, yeah, like whatever, like,
yeah.
Well, like, are you sure about that?
Have you ever seen Heavyweights?
No.
That's a movie that we should watch.
Okay.
It's Ben Stiller is in charge of this fat kid, and he's like Tony Perkis, and he's like this fitness guy. And he's like, it's the one thing if you ever seen him like in a movie and it's kid goes up on the scale and he goes, get off the scale. It's so funny. And it's one of those movies that would never be made today.
Oh yeah.
And he goes, "Today's lunch will be canceled due to lack of effort." It's so good.
Oh.
Or no, lack of hustle. And then oh my god, I really want to watch that movie now. It's on Disney Plus, I believe.
Is it really?
Yeah, because it was a Disney movie.
There's some insane movies on Disney Plus.
Yeah, because now they own 20th Century Fox. Like,
yeah, but like, I'm surprised they don't just like. I guess if people are paying for Disney Plus, give them what Disney owns as well. But you'll just find like actual horror movies on Disney Plus. Which,
yeah.
I mean, they also have the kid restriction or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse is on there. Great movie.
There was a character in one of the new movies I saw in like over the break, and it had one of the girls from Slaughterhouse in it.
I don't think I could recognize a single actor from Slaughterhouse. I kind of zoned out during watching that.
What? Yeah, because that was a movie that we saw in Towers.
No, we watched. Was it?
Or no, it was like one of the first movies in Plaza.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that one and Lamageddon was there.
Oh, Lamageddon
is a recommendation.
Yeah,
for me anytime.
Especially if you're under the influence of something. Like, holy crap! When that person goes, I'll pack a bowl for you. That's the best joke in the movie. And he looks in camera.
Just stares directly into the lens.
Yeah, I love when you can tell movies were fun being created.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, yeah, this movie's about space llama. We're not taking it seriously.
I think it's so funny that we were watching this movie that we're actually supposed to be talking about. And Aquafina is on the bus, and we're like, what, are we going to get a Shang-Chi fight scene on the bus? And the next scene is them driving past a billboard that has Simu Liu on it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Holy crap. Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi's in this movie.
Oh my god. And then, what is it? Nothing happened.
It's just a bunch of fight scenes. That's it. They try to drag you in with some emotional conversations. It's like, I don't. Yeah, because like halfway through the first fight scene where they're in the car chase and the motorbikes are coming after them and stuff, like, when are they gonna get into like actual conversations? Is this whole scene whole movie just gonna be a fight scene? And then they got into the actual conversation. I'm like, never mind. I really don't care.
These are just characters that are gonna come back later.
Yeah.
Like, and everybody does.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have the guy that came back at the end. Like, I'm gonna kill you now. You're not a cop.
Yeah.
And then the old lady
just stole her watch.
I bet her name was like Gertrude.
Probably.
Yeah. Or it's just old lady on the script. I don't know.
No name, yeah.
I don't think we have to reenact a scene for this movie. Like,
thank God.
I was thinking about it and I was like, the only like,
I do keep forgetting that's a bit, and like,
yeah, we don't need to do it.
Like, just us grunting in a fight scene.
No, but I'm an Ewok.
Yeah. Do we have to put Ewok on the thing and you just speak gibberish?
You just sounded
it's your
like
line now.
You just sounded like Cousin It from Addams Family.
True.
Because
those movies are also so good.
Oh yeah,
the one with Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
Yes.
As Uncle Fester.
Yes.
See, like, that's when movies were like peak. When like there was CGI. Don't get me wrong, there was CGI, but you also had enough stuff that was actually in the movie.
Hold on, I gotta pull something up now. For God, it's Addams Family 2.
Family Values.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Who's Uncle Fester's like love interest?
Isn't it the girl who does the voice for the Ugly Duckling in Chicken Little?
I have no idea. But like watching this movie as a kid, and like Uncle Fester was flirting with whoever this woman was, I'm like, whoa.
Like, okay, buddy.
Are you not with me on this? Am I sitting alone on this?
Well, isn't her like thing like, oh, I'm Tammy with the agency, and it's like, no, you're just trying to steal his money.
Yeah, no, she was definitely trying to steal his money.
Like,
She was, but like
oh yeah,
as a kid,
yeah. She is. She's a mom in something.
I don't know what she's in.
Look up the movie because she's
Um,
in like a lot of 2000s kids movies.
Joan Cusack. That sounds familiar.
And I think she's a mom in something.
She's in Adams. She's in School of Rock. Maybe it's 16 Candles, Chicken Little.
Yeah.
She's in the first Adams Family. Interesting.
Her voice is very recognizable.
She's in Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3.
I'm trying to think of who she would play there.
I don't know. Mars Needs Moms. Toy Story 4.
Mars Needs Moms. That's where she's the mom.
Oh,
yeah.
I've never.
That movie is so sad.
I've never watched it. I think I would cry so hard watching it though.
I don't. Do you know like the gist?
I think so.
So basically, they'll vaporize a mom
Mm-hmm.
to put her consciousness in robots that like raise the like kids of Mars.
Uh-huh.
And so the one guy who's stuck up on Mars is basically like he was stuck up there because they took his mom and he was going to go save her and then he just saw her get vaporized. And then he's like to the main character kid, I can't let that happen to you because it already happened to me.
Yeah.
And you don't want to end up like me. And then he starts boning an alien at the end.
What?
Yeah, he falls in love with this alien because she's like a freedom fighter. And boy, if you look up this alien, whew,
You said freedom fighter, and the person free. I thought you were because she's a freak. Because she freaky.
dude, the way they introduce her is she's painting like so like before you meet her, he's like, yeah, whoever this artist is like, I love their work. Like I really wish I could meet them and like talk to the Martians.
Mm-hmm.
And then she starts like basically being like a trapeze artist painting these pictures and she's the artist behind them. And Mars has translators that she can talk to them. And it's so like
This does not sound like a kids movie.
it's
at all.
so beautiful. Gave me hope. So this movie, is there sexual tension between Aquafina and John Cena's character?
I don't think so because she's like kind of comparing him to her dad.
Yeah.
But then also he's like the complete opposite because he like actually was trustworthy. I don't think so. I was thinking that at the end. I'm like, no, I shouldn't know.
Yeah, come on.
It's not.
Come on. Don't do that.
Don't shut up.
Don't show me that. Yo, Penguin comes out in a couple days. We're almost there.
What does?
Penguin on HBO from the Batman. They're doing a Penguin TV show.
Oh, with the guy from the Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually hyped for
Actually
it.
sounds pretty good.
I hope it sets up more of the Batman.
I like the Penguin.
Yeah.
I think he's a great villain.
It's Colin Farrell.
What is it? What else is he in?
He's in The Lobster.
I haven't seen that.
It's a good movie.
Okay. Yeah. I just know his makeup was insane for the movie.
Yeah, like
unrecognizable.
They didn't allow him in.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's a lot of like actors that have to go through like makeup. Is like there's always the story like, yeah, intern didn't let me through one time.
Yeah.
It's like
you're not in this movie.
I mean, was it in Hollywood? They could just shut down your street one day, and then you just can't get to your house. And like it was in an Always Sunny in Philadelphia podcast, and they were filming one day, and Mac, the like actor for him, was like, yeah, I couldn't get to my house one day because they were filming something, and it pissed me off so much. And he's like, I know you're an intern, but like, please let me get to my house. And then the intern was like, sorry, I can't. And it was like, oh, that would suck.
That sucks.
Yeah. But
Want to get into some fun facts or some
yeah,
questions?
we got to get into fun facts. I think we prolonged this long
Yeah.
enough. This movie, whew. uh, so it's everyone's it's the longest gag we have going on this show.
Of course. I mean, I think every episode has it.
Yeah.
Except for, does Dream Scenario have it?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah. Scooby Doo doesn't.
Every episode.
Every released episode.
Every released episode.
Number one. Oh, for anybody new listening,
Of course.
this is when I say 3 fun facts. 2 of them are real. One of them I made up.
These are about the movie, and then I'll do it about the beer.
Yeah. Number 1. On the bus, Asshole Dad, which is his actual like title in the movie, replies to Katie, "Thanks, Dr. Phil." The actor is well known for playing an exaggerated version of Dr. Phil on shows and podcasts.
That would be a crazy fact for you to make up, but okay.
Number 2. This movie was based on Arnold Schwarzenegger's Running Man, where a player must make a checkpoint in a certain amount of time while the chasers are trying to kill the runner.
Okay. Is that another movie that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Running Man came out in like the 80s, and it was like, oh, there's this game show aspect, and there was like the killer was Crusher. Like there was a goalie character where it was like in an ice arena.
Yeah.
And then there was like Shocker, and he sang opera and like drove around this car, and he like basically before he would try to kill somebody, he would just start singing, and then like they ended up killing him by like having him step in a puddle, and he got shocked to death. Like it's a pretty
This
fun.
sounds great.
It's a pretty fun movie. And then number 3, the monologue Katie gives at the start of the audition is of Samuel L. Jackson's in Deep Blue Sea. That's the movie about like super genetic sharks.
Is that it? That's the full fact?
Yeah.
They do say that in the movie that it's from Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
I think the first one's fake.
First one's fake?
Yeah.
Ooh, Ryan.
That's not true.
That's not true.
What?
No, the first one would be true.
Which one's fake?
The second one's fake.
It's not based on an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
No.
Did you just make all of that up right now?
No.
Okay.
It's a real movie.
Okay.
Just nothing is said about like
It being based on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could be based
I was
on.
gonna say, if you just came up with the Shocker, whatever.
Oh my god.
I'd be, oh my god.
No, that's a real movie, and there is a character called like, I think his name's Gravitos or something like that.
Okay.
And he basically sings opera. Like I could show it to you after the podcast. But
Yeah, I do want to see that.
it's kind of funny because he's like this big fat guy. And then what is it?
I was assuming the Deep Blue Sea one was correct because they actually did reference it.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was playing with the dog. Oh yeah.
My roommate did just get a new puppy. It's very cute.
He was trying to escape so much.
They'd put him in air jail.
Air jail. Oh, this is 2 feet for me, but this is 100 for you. He loves licking people too.
He does like to lick.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, likes my feet.
You're fucking weird. You can't believe you just pulled that one out. Just go, yeah, he licks my feet a lot. Ryan.
He does. All right, you want to get some facts about Corona?
Yeah, sure.
All right. This is technically now they're Corona Extra. They're not just Corona anymore. Number 1. After the coronavirus and Corona beer comparison in 2020, Corona started to host a fundraiser for coronavirus patients, where ironically it backfired and many donators got sick.
No fucking way.
Number 2, Corona has announced their own lime brand that will be available in both bulk packages and 6-packs. Number 3.
You're lying. None of these are true.
Number 3. Corona being called piss was actually a real rumor spread by Heineken to de-promote Corona.
No way.
One of these is fake, the other 2 are real.
So it's between. Oh my god. So first one is
Coronavirus, limes, or piss.
It has. It has to be 3.
Number 3,
Wait,
Corona being called piss was actually a real rumor.
Because Heineken also tastes like piss. Is it? I think it's number 1.
Number 1 after Corona and Corona comparison.
Yeah.
That is the fake one.
Yeah.
I think is the first one you've gotten right for me.
It feels so good.
No, they did not have a comparison where they held a fundraiser, which is great. Corona is now selling limes.
Oh, with the
in bulk or 6-packs.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, which their beer needs it because it does taste like piss.
It needs something.
It needs something. Heineken's not wrong.
Should I kind of just want to see how like just a fake line like I'm gonna do this into the mic and just like
you gonna squeeze a lime into it.
I'm gonna bite a lime. I'm gonna bite a lime into the. Let's see how we go.
Limes are pretty good. It's not as bad as a lemon though.
Somebody give me a lemon. Oh, do we have lemons?
I do not have a lemon. I'll bite a lime though.
Like it's okay.
Ooh,
it's a little spicy.
Just get some tequila and some salt. Ooh, tequila and some salt, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, that. Yeah, no.
Hey,
yeah, I thought that line was really good.
Yeah, but it was.
Oh my god. Yeah, but
that makes Busch Light taste even more like water. By the way.
Yeah, it's crazy how we gave Corona the lime aspect, but we didn't give Blue Moon the orange peel.
Yeah, no, we.
I feel like that was unfair of us.
That is true.
I feel like going back, we might have.
Do we need to re-review?
Oh my god,
Blue Moon. Or do you really want to re-drink Blue Moon, not draft?
I mean, we might have to.
At some point, maybe we revisit.
Oh my god!
Because we won't remember our original our original rating.
Please disregard that last.
John is grabbing some beers.
I'm halfway across the room.
Hopefully our microphones sounded a little bit better this time. Yeah. I'm so sorry if they sounded like a tin can message. In the last episode, we are trying out our new mics.
Oh, here's another one for all you audio listeners out there, which is all of you. What is up with these Busch Lights that they just like
go slow?
Yeah, doesn't have like a nice crisp finish, you know.
I think you're trying too hard, John.
No, I'm not hard enough. I'm not trying hard enough. No. This movie. What else?
There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I mean,
and I hate to say that about him. Like, it was a fun watch. It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Is it fun to talk about? No. Am I ever gonna watch this movie again? No.
Are we trying to be entertaining? Yes.
Yeah, of course. It's hard.
It's hard right now.
It's hard. Try it.
Try it. Try watching a movie you don't like.
Try watching this movie and drinking Corona Extra at the same time. It's hard.
Yeah. And then have to talk about
it. Have to talk about it. for at least an hour. Not too much though.
Not too much.
Not too much.
You know, we can't be spoiling the movie.
No, I mean don't go too far over an hour, or else.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, but I'm not.
Big fans are trying to silence us. I don't. Can we discuss what we should call our fans? Because I feel like
Do they need a name?
they might need a name eventually.
Well, yeah, but what it does? There nothing really flows well with our podcast name.
Yeah, Beerios. Beerios.
Hello, Barrio.
No.
Okay.
I think the accent kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of like I don't know what rolls off the tongue with us.
Nothing really does for us. Like I mean, all of our names or all of the words in our name are fairly simple. If you guys have any ideas, then
I watched this podcast called Time Suck, and he calls his like fans meat sacks.
I guess that has nothing to do with.
I mean, that's just what human beings are. We're just meat sacks. Oh my god, I saw a dead body today.
What?
Oh, so let me rephrase that. I'm taking
what?
I'm taking a class, anthropology of the undead.
Yeah.
And they're just like, "Hey, we're gonna show you some dead bodies." And it was like the first 2 minutes, and they're like, "Here's a pig, like decaying." And it was like, "Come on, don't show me that."
Not a human person dead body.
Oh no,
I
I seen like 7 of those in today's in today's lecture. I saw about 7.
Oh, not in person though.
No, not in person.
Okay.
I'm not a psycho. I'm not the Lake Claire lacerator.
He's out there. Help us find him.
Dude, if we solve the murder, I wish they would publish that case in the like Orlando Times.
I think, because I'm so torn between this, is if they publish cases, you would have some people out there who would solve it in less than a week. But then you would also have the people who would like sabotage it.
Yeah.
And it's like so that's why I know they can't, because the people wouldn't be able to.
That's what happened with like, because every so often we always get, oh, we know who the Zodiac killer was.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh wait, it wasn't probably him.
Yeah.
And it's because like a lot of people like playing, as we said, internet detective. And like, I hate to say it, cancel culture. Kind of everybody wants to be first. Everybody wants to like ruin somebody's reputation for like sometimes unjust reasons, even though sometimes, hey, they're right.
Yeah.
This person should not be. Did you see what happened? Oh, we're gonna piss off a lot of people with this one.
Wait, before you get there, right before we start talking about killers and serial murder, is like I feel like if there were more like, if it was Zodiac, I think people could figure out the cipher or whatever. But if it's just like, oh, they killed the person through them or whatever, it's hard to solve if you don't have all the evidence.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Oh, did you see what happened with Chapel Roan today?
What, is Chapel Roan getting canceled?
Yeah, because she was basically like, I don't want to hug fans. I don't want to take pictures with them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see them in public. And everyone's like, well, you're a famous singer. No offense, but that's like your job now.
Yeah.
Like, and people are like pulling side by sides for Taylor Swift. Drink. For everybody who wants a drinking game to go with this. But yeah, people are pulling up like side by side comparisons with like Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish. Like they're like very respectful, and like they're like, yeah, it doesn't hurt me. Like I don't like it either, but like I understood what I was signing up for, and I'm just thankful to be like where I'm at.
Yeah.
And Chapel Roan's like, no, I don't want to do that. It's just like,
I mean, if you know you're going to be famous, then I think you have to be prepared to, like, I know not everyone wants to be that touchy or whatever. It's like she has her space, but like you know that people are going to want some aspect of that if you are that famous.
I understand the no hugging, like, 'cause that's physical, but like taking a picture with somebody, that's 1 second. Like, and you could be like, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I'm like just trying to enjoy my meal." Uh,
Also, you saying Taylor Swift and then immediately saying drink. Hate to bring up a How I Met Your Mother reference, but we could
but
everybody.
we could, if we had like a physical list
Yeah.
of things that we needed to say.
Yep.
I love How I Met Your Mother.
It's such a good show.
Yeah,
It's so good.
It's never untopically relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There always is a way to bring it back to that show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hate to glaze it, but love to glaze it.
Oh my god. They also play this is a non sequitur. I don't know the meaning of that word.
I think it works. I don't know it either, but I think it works.
But if they play Spice Up Your Life when everybody gets rich in this movie, when the girl gets rich, Katie, and Neil Patrick Harris dances to that song in the reboot of Doctor Who.
Neil Patrick Harris is a Doctor Who?
Yeah, he's one of the villains. He's like the game master. Not the game master, the game master.
I feel like I gotta watch some Doctor Who because I think I would enjoy it.
Yeah,
but there's also other parts I would be like, this show is just not it.
Yeah, I know there's good seasons and then there's just really bad seasons.
Yeah,
and I feel like the ones with the guy from Morbius.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
He's like one of the better doctors.
Okay,
and then the one guy from, like, he's like the skinny, just generic British guy.
The one I think it's David Tennant.
Yeah, David Tennant.
He's the one. He's who I always think of as Doctor Who.
Yeah,
he's the one I think of.
Because when he's the one scene I always see is him talking about the Weeping Angels.
Yes,
and it's like, do not blink.
I watched that episode. It wasn't the full episode because then it also was the guy from Morbius in it. But it was like a collection of the Weeping Angels. Like, holy shit. This is actually like terrifying.
Yeah.
So
I feel like the US needs more like cosmic horror shows. I feel like we lack one.
I think the closest we get is American Horror Story.
I mean, that's not really cosmic horror.
They have some seasons. Like Asylum is like they kind of get there. Because Asylum's aliens.
Yeah, they have aliens. But, and everybody wants the aliens back.
Yeah.
But and I mean, that's really relevant, like, prevalent to, like, how that tap was crazy.
Ice Maker is the real villain.
Yeah, Ice Mike, you're scared the shit out of me just a second ago.
Ice Mike.
But it's basically or not HHN. That's in a couple days too. I can't wait for
that. My dad sent me a text today of the $200 get the rest of the year, like as much as you want. I'm like, if it included HHN, I'd be down. But like the full like pass, the frequent flyer plus, $300. Oh my god! If it had been 200, I think I would have done it. But 300 is just crazy.
No, there's one that's 250.
That's not the plus though, is it? You get like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, you get Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday.
Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to tell you guys my class schedule.
Or you get,
I guess
you get Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
But for $250.
Well, that's also like because the only other nights that they have are Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but I did buy the most expensive pass because I do plan on going for a lot of nights.
Yeah.
Because like last year I had the pass that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
And I went 17 times.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy.
Like, and it's really, I hate to say it, but like the passes are really good because you can go one night and not feel like you have to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Because I do keep getting the one-time pass. I'm like, I gotta do 10 houses, and I'm exhausted, and the show, and the scare zones.
Yeah.
But and then it's like, to me, it feels like, oh, if I did the house once, I don't really need to do it again. But then I do get not wanting, because then you can do it multiple times. And it's fun, and then some rides are still open.
yeah,
So yeah.
like I do recommend getting one of the like higher tiers.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you don't have to pay for parking if you go with me.
That's true.
Yeah, so
Free parking.
I hate to say it, but please, Ryan, please.
You might convince me.
Oh, but our fans are probably getting mad that we're talking about the theme parks.
I don't know. I'll cut this part out. This is just us talking.
Yeah.
I can cut
but,
that.
But like we're now adding time, so like I mean, some people would probably like hearing about this. Like I know somebody from work.
Conversations are so boring.
Oh, I mean, but like some people, like my friend Skylar, who likes talking about HHN, might enjoy this talk.
That's
and
true.
We're talking about
people might actually want to hear this.
Yeah, because like I don't know, maybe a random person is like, oh, I'm gonna give this random podcast a listen to. Maybe they live in Florida.
Maybe they want some Halloween Horror Nights perspective on what ticket they should buy.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah. See, that's the great thing about a podcast.
Leave it all in. Why would I cut any of it out?
Yeah. See, our friends love listening to us talk all the time. Maybe that's what we call our fans, friends.
Friends.
Because we're all just having a discussion.
It's just our friends.
Yeah. I mean, eventually it could grow, and then we become a family. It's like Vin Diesel. Never seen a.
I'm waiting for the last one to come. I don't know if it has yet. I don't think it has.
No.
I think like part 2 out of 3 has come out.
Yeah.
I gotta wait for the last one.
I can't watch a Fast and the Furious movie.
No.
Like, can't.
I think I've seen 10 minutes of Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh, I
mean,
mean,
the first 10 minutes, and it was them about to start a race, and then I stopped.
Ryan, you can't be talking about dragons. 2024. We live in Florida. No.
You got some questions about this movie?
I do have 2 questions.
Two.
That's fair. There was nothing.
That's fair.
I mean, my goal is to hopefully get some more conversation out of this because I feel like this comedy podcast, which is crazy because we talked a lot during like Muppets.
I know, but I feel like there was a lot. Muppets is one of our longest.
Yeah. And,
tied with when we had a third person on.
Yeah. And I mean, somebody knows that we're recording right now is sending me notifications. Number 1 of 2. What would you do in this situation of getting hunted down by the entire city of Los Angeles?
So I won and I'm being hunted?
Yeah. Would you try to seek help?
I feel like I'm not signing up for the hunt unless I'm prepared. I think I own, and this is
you own the.
I hate to tell this story, but we're getting into this story. I hate hot air balloons. They terrify me.
I mean, it's better than me when I was younger and I didn't think they existed.
I have an irrational fear of hot air balloons. I think I have a hot air balloon guy. That I go up in and I just curl up in the basket of the hot air balloon for how much time I have to survive for, and then I'm good. That's it. So who's getting up there?
I mean,
someone who wants the money is gonna get in a fighter jet plane and shoot me down. It's not gonna happen.
But there are airports in LA.
Is a pilot gonna crash a commercial flight with 100 people on it?
I mean, but you may have a loon because you only need 16 to have a airplane license.
I mean, yeah, but then you gotta buy an airplane.
Yeah, but like, hey, I'm renting something out. Like,
it's true.
Oh my god, hot air balloon.
Yeah, but then they're gonna crash into me. I think they also die.
Yeah, I mean,
as much as I hated a hot air balloon, I think that's a pretty good answer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you would do besides have a bunker like
Yeah, you gotta have a bunker.
Machine
I feel
Gun
like you gotta pay
Kelly.
a lot more for a bunker than a hot air balloon for the day, though.
Oh yeah, because they have like festivals for hot air balloons.
Yeah, you could be up in any one of those.
Who do you think created the idea of a hot air balloon? Who do you think?
Some madman who,
Some science.
some psycho.
Let's see who this pervert was. Friggin'
I have been to a hot air balloon festival in Colorado. They are very cool, and I thought they were sick until I went up in one a few years ago.
Did
And
you go on the Disney one?
No, so I did go on the Disney one at Disney Springs. That was when I like started because it was such a windy day, and they got a giant hole in the middle of it. Like, what the fuck is going on? And so I'm like swaying there. I'm like, I'm scared right now. And then like a year later, I went on another one, a real one, out in New Mexico, and I think I was 18 at the time. I was crying the whole time. I was sobbing.
You're not gonna like who created it.
I was what?
Two Frenchmen, both brothers. There
Yeah.
was Joseph Micot and Jacques Etienne. They were the Montgolfier.
Why would I not like who made hot air balloons?
Because they're French.
Oh,
Yeah. God,
True.
just get rid of that little thing in their mouth, and no longer French exists. They're just
Get the frog out of your mouth.
yeah. And then there's like two other people, which are Ed Yost, which was probably the modern person, considering his thing is in color.
Yeah.
And then there was Rene Moineau, which is probably like, I don't know, the 90s inventor, because he has like a whiteboard in the background. And I don't think they had those pre like
Yeah.
1900s.
Free sometime.
Uh, and then the hot air balloons. I mean, it's really cool when you're driving along like a nice flat road,
They're
and
definitely interesting.
you can see them like in the horizon.
They feel so unstable.
It's scary when they're at Disney World, like in the Soarin' ride, when the bird flies at you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say on the one at Disney Springs, like, because I was there another time, and
Didn't it crash one time? Didn't something
I
happen?
haven't seen it crash because it is tethered to the ground, but like it was during like a pretty windy day, and it's like almost 45 degrees. I'm like, how are people up there right now?
Don't you just like one day just want to see like
No,
get it like?
no,
Don't you want to see it?
I
like-
don't want to see it crash
No, I just want to see it fly away.
with people on it.
Like, optimally, no people on it.
But if someone's got to be on it,
But if people are on it, like,
let's pray. We pray it be Disney adults.
it's well, what is it? Somebody died in Disney the other day.
Recently?
Yeah, somebody. They were eating at Raglan Road. They're like, "Hey, this person has allergies." The person at Raglan Road was like, "Okay, yeah, none of our stuff uses that." And then she had a fish allergy. She died, and then her husband is now suing Disney.
Yeah, I mean, rightfully so.
Disney is saying that he can't sue them because he bought a Disney Plus account, and it's like how Amazon Prime has it in their stipulation. Hey, if you have this, you can't sue us.
What?
Yeah,
That's such a scam.
I like people are like, see, I'm usually big corporation. I'm like, I am usually like, hey, you do sign a contract at the end of the day. If you don't read the terms of service, then you're kind of at fault.
I can kind of agree with that. Yeah.
But when you're unfair, like when Facebook has like, oh, we can track whatever you want.
Yeah.
When it's stuff like that, it's like, oh shit, maybe these guys aren't.
Maybe they're not the good guys.
Yeah, like our D&D campaign where we're just like murking people.
Oh.
Maybe
There's a little hand cross there. Some people would know what I'm.
Yeah, nice little hand. My fingers aren't lining up the way they are. Oh, hot air balloon, is that a submarine would be dope in this situation.
I feel like submarine is the hot air balloon of the ocean. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's just going the opposite way.
Yeah.
That
Like the way that's floating is just the way this is sinking. Like,
thinking of that, think of these funny vehicles that you can do.
uh-huh.
What would your triathlon be to travel in air, land, and sea? What would funny vehicles?
Um, so my air would be whatever is the hang glider, but it has the giant fan on the back, like an airboat.
Oh yeah.
And let's transition here. For water, let's go airboat.
This was our first ever question on the fly. I did not have this one set up.
For land, there's no airboat for land, is there?
I mean, you could put a giant fan
Put
on
an
it.
airboat on wheels.
Airboat on wheels, it would work, wouldn't it?
I think that's it. There's not very many silly, unless you're bringing out the
I would say
Galileo Galilei, the spiral helicopter thing.
I would say probably funny vehicles for air. It would be the jumpsuit from Foggy Mountain.
Yeah. Or shot out of a cannon.
Shot out of a cannon would be sick.
Yeah.
That
you could do a combination. Shot out of a cannon into
the air
squirrel suit.
Yeah. What is it? That was the scariest part of the circus when I would go. Is like when they would wheel out the cannon. I'm like, oh, it's about to be loud.
Like Madagascar 3 when they put Marty in the cannon and the seal.
And then was it water? I would have to say the aqua boats that you can do like flips in.
What?
Like it's like a thing, the water cars where you could just like go underneath the water and then like it jumps up and then you can like do a barrel roll.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, like people die in them all the time.
What?
Yeah, because it will just like crash and then it's like fire and water and people either burn or drown. I think a baseball player died in one.
That's so horrible.
Yeah, and he was a Hall of Famer too. Like I think it was Roy Halladay. He died in like a aqua car crash.
That's insane. What's your land vehicle though?
Oh, land vehicle. Do you know who Bob Lazar is? The guy who found Area 51.
I think so.
He got famous off of putting a jet engine on a truck.
Have you seen the crazy guy with the rocket powered scooter, like the old man with a beard and he's a rocket powered scooter?
That's crazy.
It's so cool. He looks like a wizard, and he's just,
Ferdinand Supreme.
I have no idea. He's some random guy. He's a rocket. It's like strapped on the back, and he's just cruising down the road. Insane.
Actually, spin scooter would be my lane. Because whenever I see a spin scooter, I'm just like, well, you could have just bought this.
Dollar for my
You could have just bought this for like $5 on the internet.
On the TikTok shop.
The TikTok shop is crazy.
My cousin told me he bought something off the TikTok shop the other day. I'm like, that's insane. First off, why? Second off, what did you buy though? He goes, a cologne. I go, that's the most insane thing to buy. You gotta smell it first.
That's horse piss. Congrats.
I think I've used it twice in a year. I'm like, yeah, probably.
I mean, was it? But we act like we don't go to like, I don't know what stores are down at JCPenney and see the cologne aisle. We're just like, hey, what is this one?
I'm pretty sure I have mine from like Macy's. So yeah.
Oh, Macy's. I hate Macy's. I can't stand Macy's. I think I hate Macy's so much. Fuck their parade. Fuck everything they stand for.
Oh, it's a good thing I'm a silent laugher.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear if people actually listen to this podcast.
I guess honestly, this is our way to find out.
Yeah.
But, fuck you.
I can't wait for say this one pops off, and people are like, let's go back to their early episodes, see what they talk about. Oh, they're just talking about personal stuff.
I mean, there's nothing. This is so people complain. It's like, oh, talk about the movie. No,
Like
the movie is a segue into talking about other things.
yeah, like if we just wanted to talk about the movie, I hate to say it, but this podcast would be 5 minutes long
Yeah,
because there's just not enough to talk about, and
we would
we're
bring up our facts, bring up the two truths and lie, and then rate it.
at most it would be 30 to 45.
It would not be long.
And here we bullshitted our way to about probably an hour by now.
Like probably. You also don't have to listen to this whole thing in a single day.
Yes.
You can spread it out.
I feel like people don't understand that about our podcast. Please take multiple days.
You can take multiple days to watch this.
Hey guys.
I don't want you to like, dang, I got like 10 minutes in and I'm like, I'm not feeling it right now. Continue 2 days later when you got nothing else to do, when you're driving and you're like, I'm sick of, I keep getting sick of music. All of my music I'm so sick of because I can't find new music, and I'm like, and so I keep replaying Dungeons and Daddies. Good shout out Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM podcast. A podcast where 4 dads get thrown into forgotten realms.
But I feel like everybody feels like they have to like watch everything in one sitting. You don't.
No, yeah,
Like,
split it up.
yeah. Gives us more views actually.
Does it actually?
Yeah, it just so if you look at it once and you watch a little bit, be like, okay, that's one view, and then if you like come back to it later, it's like not a unique viewer, but it's still like, hey,
something.
It adds something to it, and I mean, I'm happy with the content we put out. I think it's very quality.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I mean, we've had highs and we've had not so great ones, but on average, I think it's.
Yeah. Also, I think this is the first time since episode 2 that we were like, okay, let's stroke our ego a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm proud of it. Hey, we're here.
We're here. Yeah. We're drinking beer. We're here.
Oh, I think for me though, I don't know, probably hire an agency if they were pretty dope.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I would have friends that I could trust. Like,
I mean, if you're winning that amount, you could basically empty out your bank account to do something for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, buddy, you get 50%.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
Also, take $1.8 billion.
Also, if money is so hard to come by, just be like to everyone, hey, I'll give everybody $1 million.
Protect me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How wasn't that explored upon in this movie as well?
I don't know. I think they could have got a great, and then they all team up on the giant agency that's trying to take.
Yeah. And then you would have the good old hoorah, the ragtag team versus the giant agency that's just been killing people.
Yeah. There's a go against capitalism.
Woohoo! Yeah, like that, because that's what they're trying to get at, like consumerism. And now we get into talking about the movie. See, we make you wait.
We get there.
But it is what they're trying to say, like talk about consumerism and like how they talk about how movie stars are now just wrestlers and YouTube people.
Yeah.
And I mean, you saw that in Thanksgiving, the horror movie that just came out last year, where it was Addison Rae was in the movie.
Really?
It's like this like, I hate to say it, but like when people get stuff, because it was when they were like trying Vine stars as like actors, and it was like the Logan Paul movie that was called like The Thinning.
Yeah.
And it's like that craze came and went.
Yeah.
And I think the best actor to come out of that was King Batch. Because he was actually like,
what has he been in?
He was in Babysitter 1 and 2. I think he was in another movie that was really well received.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as successful careers go, some of them are still like, some of the Vine people are still around. Like Logan Paul's still around, Jake Paul's still around. I think they benefited the most out of Vine.
Yeah.
I think Vine, though, for the most part, is probably where you've seen a lot of Nickelodeon stars were big on Vine, because that was like their first thing.
I never had Vine, so I never saw who was big besides like the like Vine compilation. So like Thomas Sanders and like
Thomas Sanders was good. I enjoy.
what is he big now or was
He was big in
he
Vine.
died out with Vine?
Yeah, he tried coming back with TikTok, but it's just like not the same.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of who else. Uh, I don't know. My hormonal teenager years, it was just like following cute girls and just being like, "Hey, this person's so pretty," and their 6 minute videos are so funny. They weren't. Like my humor is not like it was when I was in 7th grade or 4th grade for Vine. So,
Sorry, pee break.
Yeah. So we're at the final question. We're at the finish line for this movie. Uh this one is so like I wrote it in the first 2 minutes of this movie. It's what would your wrestler name be? Because John Cena's in this movie.
You had something. You had something the other day. Would it be your wrestler name? That would be your
My stripper name.
your stripper name.
Was it Boner Garage?
It was cans on a string.
Because we were talking about our mic quality. And you go,
That's such a good name.
Yeah, cans on a string. That's a good. We'll change it to that because Ricky Stenicki is a stripper.
That was his stripper name. God, I don't know what it would be.
Oh,
there's I mean I haven't thought about it.
Yeah.
That sounds suspicious, me saying it like that. But I haven't. I really haven't.
Yeah.
I think I gotta lean into it. I think I gotta go something like Siren Song.
Not the Medusi core. Siren Song.
It's not as good as Cans on a String. Though.
Cans on a String. Pencil Sharpener.
Pencil Sharpener?
Yeah, that's another stripper name.
That's insane. How much have you thought about this? How many do you have?
There. So stripper names, there's Boner Garage. That one's my favorite. But I don't think that one's original because I think I heard that.
Yeah, that one's I hear that one.
Two Cans on a String is the most original. One of our friends did not like that one.
See, now when we say our friends, people just think, oh, one of our viewers.
Yeah.
Let's go.
See, I think we figured
it works out.
Yeah, one of our friends, because we're all friends here.
We're all friends here. We have no enemies.
I'm happy with this. We have no enemies. I hate the department store that is a red star logo.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty
good. Yeah. Thanks for helping Ryan move in.
Now I gotta call this out. We can throw this in there as well.
Yeah,
it adds up perfectly because the red star is the communists.
Yeah.
All right.
Millennial pause.
Back to stripper names.
Back to stripper name. Probably. I don't know. The Shark Tank. Shark Tank.
That's interesting. Okay.
That would be a good wrestler name more than a stripper name.
Yeah. I feel like they go pretty hand in hand. You can just lean more into one than the other.
Yeah.
And
It's like, oh, here comes the Shark Tank. Like, boom, 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 boom.
Like I think I could pull up Banana Tree. You know?
Banana Tree? Okay. It's just two random things that go together. Like the spider monkey, here it comes.
Yeah, but that's more wrestler. Whereas Banana Tree is totally more stripper.
Oh yeah, Banana Tree. Oh, come on, step right up. Here comes Banana Tree.
I just watched the Umbrella Academy season 4.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen that show.
Yeah.
And Luther's stripper name, because he's a stripper in season 4, is Space Boy, which I think is funny because he was in space season 1. And then he's just a stripper.
Yeah,
But he's like, I hated him seasons 1 through 3, but he's so good in season 4.
yeah. I feel like they rushed season 4.
There's so many behind. Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I watched like 3 episodes.
There's a. You want me to say how it ends?
Yeah,
If you have not finished Umbrella Academy season 4, please skip ahead like a minute. I'll probably be done by then. They realize that the marigold, which is what gives them the powers in their body, needs to be absorbed by. Do you know who Jessica is or whatever? The Asian girl to one town.
yeah.
That her and Ben merge into one giant monster being. They realize that their marigold needs to be absorbed by that being. They will be erased from existence, and everyone else will live a peaceful life in another timeline. So they just sacrifice themselves.
Oh,
That's it. It sucks.
yeah.
Oh, and Five and Lila get together.
Well, wasn't he like 14 when they made the...
Yes, she has known him since he was like 15 years old. And his character is like 87, technically.
God, guys.
The writers fucked the season up so bad.
I hate to say it, but it's not that hard to make something good.
No, it's not. Take a little bit of time.
Just plan it out.
Just plan it out.
Just plan it out.
Plan out the entire story before you make anything.
Yeah.
It's that easy. God.
If something comes up that you want to add more stuff, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, that makes sense. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. But
time to finally review this fucking movie.
Okay. Jackpot, Aquafina and John Cena. What would I give it? I think I'm gonna give this movie. I really can't give that high. I got to give it a 1.1.
Okay.
Oh, it's not. If you're gonna put it on the background, you literally do not have to pay attention to this movie. If you're gonna watch it, put it on in the background of a party or whatever, and watch it while you're cooking food or while you're putting together a puzzle. I don't care. This movie sucks, and you're just watching fight scenes with no development of anything, and the humor, not that great either.
Not everything hits.
No, it doesn't have to be.
Like I think I forced a couple laughs out.
I think I probably did too.
Because I'm like, I know this is supposed to be funny. I need to laugh at some point, or else it's just a failed.
Or it's just sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope they stop using AI to generate movies.
Which I don't even know if it is at this point, but it feels like it is.
Yeah.
And if it feels like it is, then it's like, you didn't write this script. Like,
yeah, like they probably put it into a prompt. Hey, make a movie about today's economy and what it does to people when it eats people's greed. And it's like every so often there's a lottery. The winner is chased down by everybody, and the whoever kills them gets the money.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's exactly what it sounds like it would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me want to plug it into like ChatGPT and see, but
yeah,
I'll do that another time.
We can see and like post the
answer.
Yeah. Yeah. So we just ChatGPT'd it. Kind of gave us the script to Squid Game.
It just made Squid Game.
Squid Game season 2 is coming out.
I am. So this is what we wrote. I don't know if you do want to type something. We said make a movie about a death game with today's economic climate in America. Write a short script. And
it could have gave if you did this 1,000 times, it could.
You'll eventually get something because you could make this into a movie and you just brand it more as Saw than than Squid Games.
Yeah, and then they would just make the people who make the money this is for their enjoyment.
Yeah,
and they're just watching poor people fight for money.
Yeah.
Today's Hollywood climate, everybody.
Boom, movie. I mean, it printed this in 30 seconds, and now if you did want to build on this, you could. And then you build it scene by scene with ChatGPT, and I'm sure it will write something.
Yeah.
Anyways.
God. thank God there's a writers union. Hopefully,
Yeah, for real.
now I respect unions now, but I'm happy for them. But I'm gonna give my rating for this movie.
I still haven't yet. Yeah.
I'm gonna put a 1.32 there.
Okay.
I feel like that's respectable.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not. I would recommend to watch this movie if you're like with friends and you just want something to do. You could probably make a drinking game of every time like uh Aquafina makes fun of John Cena's appearance for some reason. Like
I feel like you can have a few shots by the end of the movie. Yeah.
yeah. Or like every time there's a Shang-Chi reference.
Are there Shang-Chi references in this?
I mean the bus.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean there's probably others.
Yeah. I thought they would make it because Aquafina plays an actress in this movie. I thought they would make a reference to one of her other movies,
Yeah,
especially after they brought up Shang-Chi.
Aren't they both in Crazy Rich Asians?
I know she is. I don't know if he is.
Yeah, I don't know where he got famous from. I know he's in Barbie.
He's in Barbie, but he was in Shang-Chi before Barbie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a really good actor. I feel like he's a really good person in
I
real
do
life
like him.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anything you want to take away from this movie, Simu Lee is a really good actor, a really good person. Other than that, this has been 3 Beers in a Movie podcast. We'll see you next week. Hopefully, we record before.
Yep.
Yep. See ya.